Hey guys, so you might have watched our unboxing of the Harry Potter Cluedo game. So we've got it set up now and we just want to show you what it entails and how it all works together. So you can see we've got quite a large detailed game board here.
With lots of additional bits. So
yes, on which you have a lot of different locations around here. The center's the burrow. And you've got these very fun sort of turning fireplaces here.
It's like
exactly.
a disc.
Like a rotating disc, exactly. We set that up earlier. It came in like little cardboard things and we sort of put it together. It's nice. So basically I don't know if you've played Cluedo before. The general idea is something's happened. In this case, someone disappeared and dark magic was involved. And now your characters have to find out who did it, where it was done, and with which item. And to do that, you sort of walk through the different locations and you pick up clues and things like that. And then later, when you think you know, you're going to the burrow to actually make your accusation of who you think it was. Okay, so we have a lot of different cards and items that come with it.
So firstly, you've got this is just your token item.
Cards.
Yeah, so this is your normal token for you to move around the board, and they correspond to identity cards. So you've got different colors for particular characters. So the first thing you need to do when starting your game is you shuffle up your identity cards, and you need to pick a person. Julia in this case can pick someone who is the one that's been wrong, that's gone missing.
No.
So something's happened to Hermione. So she is the person that we are playing for, and we're trying to find out what happened to her. Okay, so in this case, we'll just keep Hermione here with her token, and she should be fine.
We don't know where she is.
And then we've got to choose a character
for
ourselves.
Actually, you pick them, you can see them.
Okay, alright.
So I'll be Luna, because I quite like Luna.
Cool. And I'll be Neville, because
I
like
you can
Neville.
see my color is white.
There you go.
Here.
And I am green, so that makes it a little easier. And then the rest of the characters just, I think, fall by the wayside for now. Yeah. So I'm gonna we
keep them for now on the side.
Yeah.
So what else do we have?
So we've got what we call the actual mystery cards. So this is where the main setup is. So you've got your suspect, your item, and your location. And again, what happens here is each of these piles are just shuffled.
Yeah, you can see these are all sort of the more evil or like grey characters, like Fenrir Greyback, the Malfoys, Pettigrew.
Yeah, and in this case here, you've got the actual locations: the Forbidden Forest, Malfoy Manor, Ministry of Magic. So it's all of the locations that are on the board.
A few items. Yeah.
And the corresponding items are here on these little discs, which when you're making your accusation, you would put that forward onto the board to say, I think it's in this room with this item. If you remember old Cluedo, it used to be the actual piece, but in this case, this is... Yeah, so this is more...
So how you do it, like how you make the actual case happen is from each of those card piles, you draw a random card and then you put it in here without anyone knowing what it is, and then that's the mystery, and that gets put away until someone
Julia's going to pull an accusation card. So this is our location cards. Okay,
goes in here. Nobody knows what it is.
These are our items, so I'm just going to
where did Hermione disappear from? Nobody knows.
And Julia's picking an item. Cool.
Goes in.
And then this is a location. Oh, hang on. No, this is a suspect, sorry. This is a suspect, so great. And to show you as well, like I just showed you with the magical items, again, your suspects are on these little discs. So you've got Draco, Bellatrix, Lucius, Fenrir, a couple of characters, so they're just sort of here on the side. So the next thing to do is to take all of your mystery items and to shuffle them up to make sure that it's unrecognizable, you don't really know what it is. So also point
on the side, you don't need it for now.
Yeah, so we'll just put that with Hermione, so it's the mystery one. And this game is a 3 to 5 player game. So obviously there's just myself and Julia, but we're going to put in a fictional third person now and basically play the game.
Yeah.
So then what they've said is that each person needs an even amount of cards. So we're just going to see how that goes, and whatever the additional card is needs to be left in the burrow, the odd cards face up, so everyone knows what they are, and we'll just pop it over to the side once we're done with that. So let's just say... Well, that's an even amount, so... Great. Alright, so we'll just look at this in a minute. So what you also need next is you're going to have your... This is your normal, again, your Cluedo suspect item and location card with a pencil. The reason you use a pencil is just because you might want to use the card multiple times for multiple games. And you're just going to tick them off in a column. You go through your cards, you take a look, and you tick off what it is that you have in your pile so that you know, and you keep this card very secret from other players.
And the reason is, of course, what you can see you have is not going to be in the envelope, so that's not what happened.
Yeah, what you're trying to do is a process of elimination. Okay, so we'll get back to that in a second. So then you've also got two types of die. One of the die is for these locations.
The black die.
The black die has these symbols on them. And when you roll your turn, when you start your turn,
you roll both die.
So in this case, I'm going to the Hog's Head, and I can move 4 spaces. So on the old boards as well, you'd have starting off points for each character. So you can see here on the board, there's a starting off point for each character. So I'm going to put, that's where Neville is. And
where is Luna?
Luna is over there. Okay, so this is where you're going to start off from. And in this case, I'd have to first figure out how to get there. I don't know, because it did repeat.
Well, it's there. So basically, it tells you what to do with the different die. For the black die, let's see, on your turn. Okay, so if you got the star, which you don't have, then you can take a help card.
This is the star, and you'll see across here as well. Yeah. You've got these stars here.
And it tells you, like, every time you go over a star, you have to stop moving and draw a help card.
So what I'm going to do is, just before we even get to the black die, is explain what a help card is. So a help card in this case is either you gain an ally. So in this case, it could be Aberforth, Dumbledore, Dobby, Fawkes, ally. There's different ally cards. Then you've got spell cards like Alohomora, which can be used to open up doors which are sometimes blocked depending on where the play is. So let's say I was Luna in this case, and I was trying to get into Grimmauld Place. If it's red at the time, it's closed. But an Alohomora spell can be used, and she can pass that in. But there's
and sometimes obviously they open when something gets turned. So you know.
So yeah, exactly. So we'll go into that in the gameplay, and you can see that. And then you've also got magical items here, like a Bezoar, a Broomstick, Deluminator, Essence of Destiny, Felix Felicis. There's a couple of things. So when they're talking about if you're stopping on a star or you roll a star, you get to take from this shuffled pile a help card, which could help you later. But when you play it, that card then becomes dead and has to go back.
Okay, so coming back to the black die, it says when you come up with any of these locations, let's say Gringotts, the coin here you can see, then it says if it shows one of the location symbols, turn the wheel, which is this wheel, which
you'll see there's a little arrow just on the edge of it,
So turn the wheel in this location 1 notch clockwise. You can see this, even you probably can't see it from there, but there's a little arrow in here telling you in which direction it has to be turned. So we're going to do that. You can see in the beginning we've got them all set to start. That's the sort of setup starting phase. And now I'm going to turn it 1 clockwise. And you can already see here, like the doors are changing from closed to open. Like this one just closed, but these two opened. And then the start is gone from here. And that sort of changed around a lot.
And that's because when you look here, I'll show you on this side, at some point when you turn, you've got things like
the
dark
says,
mark.
When the dark mark appears, then take a card from the dark deck, which is this one.
So the dark deck has multiple...
The same goes for when you get the dark mark on a die, which it said that, but it has the dark mark as well on the die.
So this has different types of characters or situations that happen when you go onto it. So basically, here's an example. So characters in 12 Grimmauld Place. You pick up an old kettle, realizing too late that it's a port key, and you lose 2 pinches of flue powder. So it's basically a penalty one.
Yeah, and let's talk about flue powder.
Yeah, so I was just going to show you. You've got 2 types of discs. which are flue powders. So each person starts off with 8, right?
When you're 3 players, when you're more players, it tells you in the rules there's like different amounts of flue powder you get. So since we're like 3 people, we're gonna have 8 units of flue powder each. So you sort of gotta add them up.
That's
exactly
Julia's.
And you can just keep them
to the side. And if you need, there's a bank that will sort it out. There's a reserve of them here. Yeah. So we're each gonna have our flue powders, and that's what.
And you can use these to travel in the flue network
to different locations. So you can choose. You don't have to roll the die to go there. You can once that's happened, you can basically choose your next location.
And again, sometimes see here, so you wouldn't be able to travel into this fireplace at this moment, only
when you've got the dark mark.
When you've got, when it's.
No.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. That's why you can't travel, because the dark mark is there.
The dark mark is there.
Okay, cool. So we've got the flue points. We've got. Did we do all the cards?
Yep. So we've split up all the cards, and now we're pretty much ready to start our game.
Well, we didn't explain. This is the movement dice. So we did the black one, so you probably just turned a wheel, or maybe you got a dark mark, or you got a star and got a help card, and then you read what the green die says. So in this case,
remember, you're still in this location.
We're still here,
even though this scenario applies, so you still need to move. So
exactly. So in this case, it's a 4. So you could now
1, 2, 3, 4, and
so now you're on a star. So let's just say Amanda would have rolled a 5 or something. She still would have had to stop on the star, because once you hit a star, you're supposed to stop moving and draw a help card.
Yeah. So then I draw my help card, and in this case it's an item, and I can add that to my pile, which might help me in a different scenario that comes up in the dark mark deck.
But that was our test roll, and now we're gonna start playing for real.
Okay.
The board is all set up.
We've given our third player, who is not here, the identity of Ron, so in case you hear us say it.
Exactly. So Ron's playing with us, and he has some mystery cards as well. Obviously, this is not the same as someone playing who wouldn't show us their cards, but now, unfortunately, because we are substituting for that person, we have to see their cards, so,
we're gonna wing it and see how it goes. So what the game suggests is that the person to play first should be the person whose birthday is next up first. So we're saying Julia's is next, so she's gonna be the first player.
Whoop.
And then
Ron just left the
go to me, and then to our fictitious
Run. So let's see. Oh no, I got the dark mark straight away, didn't I? Okay. So what it does, what was it again? So I draw a dark card. Yeah.
Which gives you a scenario even though you're not in a room.
Oh dear.
I'm just going to shuffle those each time because Julia
has an obsession. Does that mean it doesn't affect me?
What do you mean it doesn't affect you?
If I'm not in a room and I draw a dark card. Okay, let's see what it says.
I think the scenario would still be a scenario.
Okay, characters in the Hogshead. Oh dear, you are about to faint from hunger. So true. Lose 2 pinches of flue powder. Oh
so
no!
There's no one in the Hogshead.
And it also tells you which help card would prevent you from suffering that penalty, and it would be Aberforth Dumbledore. But obviously I haven't drawn any other card yet, so I lose 2 pinches of flue powder. Oh no!
But isn't that only if you're in the Hogshead? Characters in the Hogshead.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So almost like.
So it doesn't affect me.
So it doesn't account. Yeah.
Great.
So that's saying.
Escape that one.
So I think we keep them to the side so that we don't play them again, because there's plenty of cards. If we run out, we'll pick them up again.
Not dying from hunger yet.
Right.
And 5. Okay, that's quite cool. But then you see there's a star here, so I'm not getting further than 2 anyway. Boom.
But hang on, why don't you just grab your card and then keep moving?
No, it says stop moving.
Then surely aren't you always going to end up at every point?
That's what I thought, yeah.
So
do you think we still...
I think you have to pause, take your card, and then continue.
Okay, cool. Well, then
you can
draw a help card.
You can use up to 5 moves. Let's say you only wanted to go this far, then you can choose, oh, well, that's 3, so I can try and go
Yeah, no, I get it. Okay.
So
fair enough.
Again, so Julia can save a help card for her next round. She doesn't have to tell me what it is now.
No, exactly. You keep your help cards with you, and then you can use them when, for example, there's a black mark card. I can show you what it is. So that's my ally card, help card.
And
Okay, and I'm gonna keep it here where Amanda can't see it.
And you can continue moving
And
if you want.
exactly.
Up to 5
So
spaces.
I went 1, 2. Where will I go first? I don't know.
Well, at the moment, all 3 of these locations are blocked.
No. Yeah, exactly.
Hang on, is that
well,
right? Because you didn't set that up again.
Oh yeah.
So hang on, go.
Put that back to
Start. There you go.
Okay, cool.
Well, then that means
So it is
the
actually
Gringotts
open.
But yeah.
Okay. Oh, so can you only make an accusation about a certain place when
Once
you're in
you're in
that
a room.
certain place? No, can you be in any place? Or do you have to be in that place where you're
No,
like,
you have
oh,
to
I
be
bet
in that
it was in the... Okay.
Which is why sometimes you'll go from here and you won't even go into any rooms because you're trying to get to a location because you believe that is the room, right?
Okay. Huh. So I think... So, and what the rules also say is that you don't have to walk all of these.
Yeah.
So I can choose to walk like only one of those or 3 or whatever. So I'm just going to walk one more because there are so many doors here. I kind of want to leave that open and just wait. So that's my turn done. We've done the black die and afterwards the green one, which is the moving one.
Okay.
Now it's your turn.
Now it's my turn. So mine is Gringotts. So in this case, I have to turn it 1 time.
Okay, in that clockwise, in that direction.
So it just means the flu network is that's twice, isn't it?
Oh.
I feel like you're moving it.
Oh yeah,
many.
sorry.
Yeah.
I moved it twice. Yeah.
Okay.
So the door's blocked now, but you can still travel via flu network.
But the good news is if Julia wants to move in here now next turn, it is open.
Very good.
Alright, so at this
Unless
point...
I turn it again with my next die, then it's closed again.
Yeah, so there's nothing I need to do now. I don't need to take any additional cards. There's really nothing that happens. I don't lose any flu powder points. I'm not travelling on the flu powder because I'm not in the room. To be able to do it.
There's also doors, like there's openings without doors, so we can actually walk in from another...
Yeah, of course
angle.
again. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so, and now I'm just going to go 1, 2, and I think I might go into Malfoy Manor just for the hell of it. So, so I'm in Malfoy Manor, the flu network is there, so if I want to, I can go to another room, or I can maybe even start with an accusation if I'm in that room to try and eliminate it.
But also, it's like you can't use any of these turns to step into like the flu powder network, because it says in the rules, once you enter a room, you stop moving.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if once you're in the room,
no,
you can go in the network, right?
Yeah.
So
it's the second part of it, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Okay, so so now that I'm in the room, I might even start making an accusation so that way I can start eliminating things off of my my board. So obviously I've got a list of stuff and things that I can't see, that I don't know about. So I could say something like, I believe that the accident happened in Malfoy Manor by, let's take a look, let's eliminate some people, by a snatcher and let's take a look with, let's say, the poisoned mead. Okay, so that's my accusation.
Okay,
and now
so now the person left of you, how it works now is someone, if you have a card that can disprove this accusation, you have to show it. And it starts with the left-hand side of the player. So imaginary Ron is now gonna look through his cards. So these are his mystery cards. He's checked those off. I can just take them out here. And we can see whether any of those cards are a snatcher, or what's the other one?
Poisoned mead or Malfoy Manor.
So we can see there. So straight away, we've got the poisoned mead. And then technically, so I wouldn't even see this, but he would show these face down and then be like...
Yeah.
But I wouldn't know what Ron will have shown her. It could have been the snatcher instead of the poisoned meat. So for me, I would know, this suggestion is wrong, but I would not know whether it was because the meat is on his hand or because the snatcher's on his hand. So we put this back.
Okay.
And now that suggestion is off the table.
Yes, and I make a note on my board.
She can make a note of it, and I'll be like, which one is it? And I could maybe like sort of make half a tick somewhere because it might be or it might not be.
And now at this point, I can use one of my flu powder points if I want to, which are on this side. I can use one of my flu powder points to get to another location if I want in this round. So maybe I want to go somewhere that's a little bit further away, like let's say, I don't know, Hogwarts Castle. And if that's the case, I have to pay one of my flu points back into the main pile, and then that means for the next round, I'm in Hogwarts.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Cool.
That's my round. It's complete.
Okay, great.
Fictitious player. Ron is now playing.
Ron is now playing. So Ron is yellow. He's here. So we're turning that again. Dang it.
Which means the
I really wanted to. Well, you never know.
Yeah, may or may not. The door's closed.
Yep,
Okay.
it's closed again. Ugh, why is it always Gringotts? Okay.
Okay.
So
there's nothing to do.
Nothing else to do.
In that case.
But that's 2, so we can move him 1, 2. That didn't really do much. That's it.
Is that an entrance over there? No, the entrance was there actually.
Oh, I didn't see that. So yeah, let's say he's going in there because otherwise it's kind of weird.
Okay. So now he can make an accusation if he wants to.
And both of you are in the same room.
That doesn't.
But do you think he would make an accusation?
Can 2 people be in the same room at one time?
Yeah, but not on the same field. So you
Okay.
can be in the same room, but not on the same field. Okay. So he could make an accusation now. I think Ron would. Okay. Don't you think? So let's see his card. Like what? So let's pick like a random, because Ron doesn't know what we have.
No.
The only thing he knows is his own cards. So let's say, so it has to be in Hogwarts Castle, right?
Yep.
So let's say stupefy, like Draco did stupefy in Grimmauld Place. So
no, it's not Grimmauld Place
not
Hogwarts
Grimmauld Place, Hogwarts Castle. So Draco Malfoy stupefied Hermione in Hogwarts Castle.
Yep.
Okay,
and now
so
it's
now
up to you.
I'm the one left of him. So now
you have to show him.
I have to show him. So I'm checking mine. So let's see. Draco Malfoy, what was it? Did stupefy in Hogwarts Castle. And actually, I have nothing to disprove this. So now it's your turn to disprove any of that.
Okay. So now I look at mine and I can show him my cards as I've got this.
I can't see it.
Okay.
Which is how it should be, but the last one, obviously, because it was his, we all saw it.
Yeah. Okay. So then he's got that. Okay, so then what else happens in his turn? He can choose to go to another location using flue powder. So
cool.
Where might he go?
Where might he go? Let's say the Hog's Head.
The Hog's Head? Okay.
Boom.
Cool.
Okay.
Because what we should also note is if this was blocked in the location that you're going to, you couldn't move to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
So then let's just pause there. So that's the end of one round.
That's the end of one round.
And we're going to come back in a second.
It's my turn next. And let's see. So these doors are all closed. I'll just see whether I'll walk on or... Well, we'll see. Okay. A star.
Help
nice.
card.
So that it doesn't mean I go towards any star, I'll just draw a help card. That's nice.
And you can move.
I definitely always need a help card. Let's see what it is. Just gonna show that.
And you've got one, or someone that's been used, right?
That's been.
That's the bad card.
That's that's the dark mark card I had, so that's not good. Okay, so it does, so I just keep it with my other help card in case I need it later. Cool. Okay, now we go for the walk. I can't really do anything here, so I'm just gonna move on to the other side of the board. Yeah, was that my turn? Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because you can't go.
Yeah, no, I
anywhere
can't
else
do
'cause you're
anything
not
else.
in the
So
gym.
it's your turn.
So where am I? I'm there.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in
In
Hogwarts
Hogwarts
Castle.
Castle. You can see we've only ever rolled the Gringotts, so everything else is still on start.
Yeah.
Oh, it's again. This is
Okay,
cursed.
so that's fine. So it's got to move one. Can you rotate it one, please?
Yeah. This is a
Oh, no.
cursed die.
Okay, so that
and you
means-
got the dark mark, so you gotta,
Yeah,
gotta
so
draw.
gotta-
Do you want me to? Okay. Pick a card.
Okay, so this is female characters. Who's female character? None of us. Are we all
I am.
males?
I'm Luna.
Okay, so your perfume can be detected by Scabia, so lose 2 pinches of
Oh No!
of flue powder.
Oh, this, you cannot be, like, how is it
That you get penalised
that
when
I
get
get
the card.
penalised for your dark mark?
Okay.
Ugh.
Do you want me
You
to
don't get my flue powder, just put it away.
No, it's here. It's in,
it's
in the
okay.
deck. Okay.
Look,
Alright,
I
so-
only got 6 flue powder left. No!
That's fine, you've only used one. Alright, so that is that. Now I can choose again if while I'm in that room I want to.
7, that's really good.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was a 7.
No,
I mean,
yeah.
this is a 6-sided die. How is there a 7? There's no 6, is there? No. No, there is. What number is missing? Oh, there's no 1. Okay.
So I think what I'm going to do, instead of doing my naming and staying there, I'm actually going to move into the Forbidden Forest while it's open. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm in the Forbidden
But
Forest.
you came across the stars.
Oh yeah, of course,
so
I'm supposed to. Well, okay, I'll
Yeah.
just take a help card anyway. Do you want to give me a help card?
No.
Help card. And then I'll be in the Forbidden Forest and I'll make my case.
When you read your dark mark card earlier, did you see what helps? Because whenever you have one of those, obviously at the bottom it says what the help cards are, so you need to tell me so I can check.
A
But I don't
broomstick
have
or
any of
invisible-
those,
yeah.
no. But next time.
Alright, so this is my help card that I got. Alright, thank you. I'll just put that here. Alright, so now that I'm in the Forbidden Forest, I am gonna say that it's the Forbidden Forest with...
So Hermione disappeared in the Forbidden Forest.
Hermione went to the Forbidden Forest with a Snatcher. It was the Snatcher is my subject, my thingy, and suspect. Sorry, and
what did he use?
I'm gonna look now, and he's used a jinxed broom.
Ooh.
So now it's up to.
So it's up to Ron to disprove you.
Yeah.
So I'm Ron now. I'm gonna look into my mystery cards. So what is it? Snatcher, broomstick, Forbidden Forest.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna check these as well because that's the same. Okay. And I can actually not disprove as Ron. Ooh. So now it's my turn.
Julia to.
So I can actually disprove you.
Okay.
Let me just quickly check. So now I show you the card.
Well, whatever one card.
Yeah.
You could have all 3 things, but you can only show me.
Exactly. So I'm picking one to show you. So I can show it to the camera as well.
Yeah.
This is the Forbidden Forest.
Okay.
So now, obviously, if Ron was a real player, I would not name the location. I would just secretly show you this and then put it away, so Ron wouldn't know the Forbidden Forest is off the list.
Okay. So there's still potential for the jinx and the snatcher.
You're really into those. Okay.
I feel like it's a snatcher. Anyway, alright, so that is my turn ended because I already used my 7.
Okay, yeah.
And now it is Ron's turn.
Ron's turn. Do you want to roll for
I'll
Ron?
roll for Ron. It is
it's
the
something
Hogshead.
else.
Okay.
And he is actually in the Hogshead already.
So we're gonna just rotate that one. Okay, so there's nothing happening other than doors are being blocked over here at the Shrieking Shack. And do you think he would accuse anyone?
Why not?
Okay, so let's say...
He doesn't know very much though.
No. So he would say... maybe he's going with my hunch because he's heard me say it too many times. Okay, he's gonna say.
Oh, you're just really into that snatcher. You're gonna say the snatcher again.
Okay, he's saying Bellatrix with Incendio. Is that a thing? With Incendio in the Hog's head is what he's saying.
Okay.
So it's up to Julia to disprove those things.
Okay, cool. Bellatrix with Incendio in the Hog's head. Okay, so I can disprove that. So I'm showing fictional Ron my card.
Show the camera
Which is
your
this
card.
one, yeah, I will.
And then could you...
So you can see that one of those It's not possible.
Could you mark on his sheet
Oh yeah, of
as
course.
though he would
of
do,
course.
like with a different
Yeah,
thing,
yeah,
like
yeah,
an
yeah.
X or whatever.
Yeah, well, I'll do
Okay.
X. Cool.
Okay. So I'll do a like. Okay, so now he's got an option to move 4 spaces. There's 2
Or you
exits
could
here.
just use the
Or you
fireplace.
can use the fireplace to go somewhere.
Through network. He could go into either except for Gringotts because it's got the dark mark right now, so you can't
and
go
so
into...
does
Oh
Grimmauld
yeah,
Place.
true. Grimmauld Place. So yeah. I
So
don't
what do
know.
you think?
Where would Ron like to go? I mean, Ron
Well, he
would...
could get a help card if he left here, but
Yeah,
then he
that's
doesn't use
true.
flue powders, so...
Either way, yeah, that's 2 options. So either he could go somewhere where he thinks he could make an accusation, so you can see he's got crossed off only 2 locations here, so...
So it's open to the board for
Open
him.
to a lot, yeah. Or...
Well, technically, he
get a
could go
help
for...
card.
Hang on, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Would this get him in? Or is that
No,
5? That's 5.
I think it's an extra step.
Okay.
But, I mean, it doesn't really matter. We
well,
don't get...
he can always be positioned there that he's ready
Yeah.
to go in on the next
To be
turn.
fair, the help cards, I mean, we don't get the dark mark that often, so we will see how many help cards does one need even, because there are many different ones and they don't always apply, so let's just make him walk.
Okay, so...
No, via the fireplace, I mean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then, I
So,
guess...
we can see here, for example, he could maybe go to Malfoy Manor, because...
Which is open in the Flue network.
Exactly, because it's not crossed off his list, so who knows, it might be a good accusation place.
So we'll take
So
one of
you
his...
go like... zoom, plop.
So
go.
he's in Malfoy Manor, which means he's just ready for the next round, and there's
Yeah.
nothing. He's not going to.
Exactly.
Well, can he use his 4 after he's done that? Surely he could still use 4, but
Um,
then he wouldn't, I guess, because he'd want to make an accusation next round.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cool.
just checking.
So my turn.
So confusing.
Oh, Gringotts again! I can't believe it, and now I walked past it as well.
Oh, at least you're moving stuff. That's fine. And rolling it doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
other than
no,
change
no.
the network. Right?
Okay,
So
so
it's
I
fine.
rolled a 4.
Yep.
Let me think. Do I actually want to try to go back?
Well, you can go straight into the burrow.
No, but that's only if I really know what I
Oh,
want.
you know.
So the borrow is
Okay.
only when you're really
100%
cocksure
sure.
about what you're doing.
Okay.
And the accusations, at least you can be wrong and not get penalized. Because if I do that and guess wrong, then I'm
The
out of the
game's
game.
over. Okay,
Yeah.
got you. Okay.
I mean, the game wouldn't be over if we were more than 2 people, but since we
Yeah.
were only 2, you'd have won. Okay, let me see. To be fair, I'm still closer to this than that. And I feel like statistically we can't roll any more Gringotts, but then maybe the die is, I don't know, weighted or something. I would really just like to go into Gringotts for an accusation, so I'm just gonna try to get back in, but not where there's a door. You know, I could have gone through anyway. 4, and I get a help card.
Okay.
I'm collecting these now.
Well, you might need it.
Okay, well, thank you. Quickly see what that is. Interesting. This is what I got. Lot of help
And
cards.
you're done, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. If I get Gringotts now, then we're definitely there's something wrong with
No,
it.
no, but yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
and then the Ministry of
first
Magic
time
can
Ministry
go.
of Magic. Very nice.
Okay, so
Let's see what happens. No,
Basically
but no
just
dark
block-
mark. That's
well,
fine.
we're just blocking.
Yeah,
for,
exactly. But it's not a
no
dark
one can
mark,
go in
so
there.
that's cool.
And I'm in the Forbidden
2.
Forest. I've already made that accusation.
It
So
doesn't
I
have a
really need to
fireplace
leave.
anyway.
Yeah, so I was like, where should I go to? What is the
You
most
can leave
beneficial?
any-
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to figure out which direction I want to go. I've got so many open on my location that I don't know of. So let's see what's closest. Well, that one's blocked. I've got a lot of blocked things on either side at the moment. And I've already gone to Hogwarts Castle, so I want to see.
True. I mean, they're gonna change anyway as soon as someone rolls the die.
Yeah, but that's like, let's see. Well, I've only got 2 anyway that I can move.
But
So
you could still go into Hogwarts Castle and use the fireplace to get somewhere else if you don't want to walk there. You know.
yeah, I could do. Except like some of them I can't. There is no fireplace. Just this one. And
Yeah,
the
no,
shop.
I mean, yeah, but
Okay, I'm
Most
gonna
of
use
them
this
have-
because at least I land on a help card. So
okay,
that
cool.
seems beneficial.
We're collecting so many of these.
Yeah.
Let's see whether we can actually use them.
Cool. That's my help card. Let's go. There's the back. Alright, so that's my turn. It's now Ron's turn.
I'm rolling for Ron this time. Oh dear, dark mark.
Okay, so he's got a dark
Yep.
mark card. He's also allowed to accuse from inside this room. He can't leave that door.
Yeah.
And he
Well,
has
you can
5
leave
moves
this
afterwards,
door.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
If he doesn't get
Dark
screwed over
marked
now.
to-
Dark marked
to death.
to the ground. I don't think. Okay. Ooh, all characters. God damn it.
Okay.
Please, not me again. A Death Eater is about to cast an unforgivable curse at you. Lose 3 pinches of flu powder. Help cards. Expelliarmus, Protego, or Petrificus Totalis. I got none of those.
Neither do I, so we're about to lose 3.
Oh my god, I only got 3 left now. I haven't used the flu network a single time because I never get into any of the rooms anyway, so that solves it, I guess. Alright.
Oh, that's scary
So
to know that can
5.
happen.
Where would Ron go?
Well, firstly, is he not going to accuse from inside that room? Because he's
oh,
already
I see,
there,
he went there, of course.
Yep.
Malfoy Manor. Let's
Yep.
see, what else could he do? So he's gonna say it was a snatcher in Malfoy Manor with Stupefy. So Snatcher stupefied Hermione in Malfoy Manor, whatever she did there.
And it's up to you to show the camera what is that and then put it
Oh,
onto
true.
the sheet.
Okay, so now it's up to me to disprove it first, anyway. So what do you say? Snatcher, Malfoy Manor, Stupefy. Okay, let's see. I think I can disprove that. Oh, wrong way around. Okay, just gonna show it to the camera and obviously to fake Ron. Okay, so I could disprove it. Ron can mark it in this little sheet. Cool.
Okay.
All right. Oh no, I'm running really low on flu powder right now, and we can't get any more. Okay. Now
That just means that you wouldn't be able to use it, right? That's it.
Yeah.
You have to walk everywhere. So it's sort of like old style.
which is what I'm already doing anyway, because I don't enter any room. Okay.
So he can still
he
move.
can still move 5.
So where would you
spaces.
like him
Well,
to go? Well, I guess he just goes.
he can
which way?
only go through here. I mean, he doesn't like it said in the rules. You don't have to move all of the spots if you like.
Yeah, but
So
where
maybe
should he
we'll
go?
just walk him to the.
But he could get ready for another thing. Like
Yeah.
1, 2,
Yeah,
3,
that's
4,
fair
5.
enough. Yeah. So
He has
he
to get a
goes
help
past the help card and into Grimmauld Place.
Give him a help card.
Help card. So this is what he got.
I don't think he has any other help cards. No.
Cool. Alright.
It's just to know for
It's
next
an
time. Yeah,
invisibility.
invisibility cloak, so we know
Very
that.
nice.
Okay, and so
Yeah.
he's in there for next time.
Okay.
And he's ready
so
for his
now
round.
I'm really hoping to get into a room for the first time
drink
in like my
rounds.
3rd round or 4th round. Cool. Okay. So can you turn the Hogshead, please? Because I just.
Through
Read
our
it.
exit.
No dark mark. Thank you. 7,
That is
which
not-
is funny because I'm just
And then
gonna
you want-
walk on. So I'm finally in Gringotts now.
Okay.
Can I move and make an accusation? Probably not, right?
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
you've gone in there to make an
No,
accusation.
I know, but does that count as 2 turns as well?
No, because
Okay.
if you haven't, you in every
All
round. Yeah, but
right.
I'm going to explain to people. In every round, you're allowed to move, make an accusation, and obviously
get it.
allocate,
Okay, cool.
do something
Cool.
with that.
Alright, so I want to make an accusation. We'll just try all the things now. I want to say a snatcher used
I feel like we're narrowing it
I
down.
know, not a lot, but a snatcher used the love potion in 12. Oh no, it has to be Gringotts. In Gringotts.
Okay, so I have to disprove something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to go through my cards, and I need to show you.
So love potion, snatcher. Okay, can show it to the camera. Right.
Okay.
So I cross that off.
Alright.
Okay.
Give me my pencil back.
So 7, I only used 1. Whatever.
Should I take this
I
back?
could use the flu network as well. Do I want to go somewhere? Let me check. I would like to go to Hogwarts Castle because that's a nice different corner
Can you please pay 1?
of this game. Oh yeah, true. Can you give me 2 back? Thank you.
Okay. Alright, so is it me?
Your
Right?
turn.
It's me.
Yeah.
Where am I? I'm here. Okay. So where am I going? Why did I choose? I mainly used that so that I could get somewhere. Oh, I really want to go into Weezer's
yeah, well, if you roll it, then that won't be a problem.
No, I got a help card. 1,000 help cards and
no use for them.
Well, if I go into Hogwarts Castle, I could use the Flu Network to go somewhere. Is there anywhere I want to go? Thank you. Okay, that is my card. Thank you. Alright, so hang on, let me just think this through. So where am I trying to get? Sorry for the silence, I'm trying to just discount some places. And I also need to check what Flu networks are open, because at the moment the ministry is closed.
Yeah.
But it seems to
everything
be the
else
only
is
one that
open, but some of them don't have flu.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my 5, which is really over here for the Hogwarts Castle. Hogwarts Castle, my brain. Which I was in earlier, and I made an accusation, but I'm not sure.
What it was?
I'm not sure what I was told at the time, because maybe I was okay.
Well, you must have crossed it off your list. So.
Yeah. But I didn't, because I was shown something else at the time, so it's not like as in no one discounted Hogwarts Castle, so it could still be a thing. Do I want to make an accusation there or move somewhere where I feel more like it's gonna help me?
So you can go anywhere but these and this.
Yeah, so I just want to be close to stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna...
Did you want to go to Weasley's Wizard?
No, I did. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pay one of my flu tokens, and I'm gonna go make my accusation in Malfoy Manor.
Ooh. Okay. Who did it?
Yeah, so in my case, I think it's the Snatcher.
Always the Snatcher.
And I think it's the Jinxed Broomstick.
Okay. Didn't you make that? That was in another location, right?
Different location. Yeah. It's me discounting.
Okay, so now as Ron, I'm going to see whether I can discount any of that.
Come on, let me in.
And I actually can.
Damn it!
And I'm going to show you the corresponding... Oh no, I actually... Wait. No, I looked at the wrong thing. So let me see that again. Sorry.
Okay. Jinxed Broomstick.
Okay, Malfoy Manor, Jinxed Broomstick, and the Snatcher. And the Snatcher, Jinxed Broomstick. Okay, so no, he actually can't discount it.
Yes, I'm getting closer!
And I can discount it.
Okay.
What you got? What you got? So I have Malfoy Manor.
Okay. Damn it. Okay, close. Well, let's
which I showed to him before, which is why I thought he had it, but I actually have it, so I need to make an X there. It's easier. It's a bit confusing because obviously we're also
playing two players.
Yeah. So we're a bit too.
Okay, so I'm in there, and I've already used my I've used my die. I've moved one space to go into there, and then I've used my food powder. So my turn is over. So now it is Ron's turn. Okay, are we ready? Is that it? I feel like that's it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got the Ministry of Magic.
Turn the Ministry.
So, got it. It's open, but this is Dark Math card. Pull the Dark Math card.
It's probably all players again.
Don't make it all players, make it like all male
me
characters.
My flu points. All characters.
Okay.
Okay. You're about to be hit with a stunning spell. Lose 3 pinches of flu powder, and again, the only help cards that help are Expelliarmus, Protego, or Petrificus Totalis. Again.
So
are they even in that pile?
I've just lost my last 3 flu powders.
Yeah, me too. So I don't even have 3.
Okay, well, give it to me. Anyway, so we're all cleared out now. None of us can use the flu network anymore.
Via flu powder.
Oh, that sucks.
I lost like half of mine before I could even use them anyway.
Okay, thanks for that. Well, now you're starting to see what these extra cards are doing to our game. So what happens if we now run out and we get a bad Like, as in, if we get another death...
If you get locked in, that's really bad, because you can't do anything. Like, if you get locked into a room, I feel like I need to escape from here really quickly. Oh no. Okay, that was Ron.
Okay, so hang on.
Three, he can move 3.
Okay, he can move 3, but he might use that after he makes an accusation. So...
Does he make an accusation?
Well, I think he should, because he moved here in the last round, but he hasn't done anything, right? I mean, he can't use the flea network, so...
So, he says, Grimmauld Place. So it's Lucius Malfoy in Grimmauld Place with Incendio.
Grimmauld Place and Incendio. Okay, so it's up to you to just...
No, Lucius Malfoy, not Draco
Oh,
Malfoy.
sorry.
Senior.
Lucius.
El Senor.
Okay, so you just need to discount something and pop it onto the sheet.
Yeah, let me see. I can't actually discount it. Can you discount anything?
Yes, I can.
Cool, so discount it too.
Okay. So this is me saying that there's something he can't use. And
you didn't even show it to Ron.
Sorry, Ron.
There you go.
Okay, so alright. Okie dokie. So, but no, he's still got 3. He can move 3 things. So where should he go?
He's the only one with flu powder. Damn it.
No, he doesn't. He has no flu powder, but he didn't use his
enough.
3. So my question is, he can't go into the ministry easily, but maybe
he can get a help card and go in, like,
to
Malfoy Manor.
No, he just came out of Malfoy Manor. Why would he go back?
He can go somewhere else.
Yeah, but where should he go? I mean, he can make his way back to the ministry, I guess.
You, by the way, did you cross it off his list?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So, would he go into the ministry? No, he wouldn't go into the ministry. So, he would really go to the Hog's Head or Hogwarts Castle or Weasley's Wheezes.
So there's no shortcut out of there.
No.
And it's blocked. So
anyway, let's just walk him out and then he can see.
He gets a help card.
Yeah. He got this, which is cool. I'm just gonna explain this. It doesn't matter. It's the Alomora help card, which is not sort of as a reaction to a dark mark card, but it actually helps you unlock a door.
Ooh,
so now
I forgot about that.
he would actually be able to get into the Ministry of Magic after all. Or like if he had gotten it before, he could have just left on this side or something like that. So you can go through locked doors. Anyway, good to know. My turn. Where am I? Here. Hogwarts Castle. Have I made an accusation in there? I haven't, have I? I've made one in here.
Yeah, because you went and then you came out. Yeah.
Well, anyway, I'll roll.
Well, that means you can make an accusation.
Wait! How often have we rolled Gringotts in this game? Jesus. Okay, nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Few more.
So you can make an accusation.
Look, they're all open now.
Yeah,
it's quite nice.
Cool.
Okay, so now what else? Ooh, 7. Okay, I'll make an accusation. I'll say what is it even? Hogwarts Castle. It was the Snatcher with the cursed broomstick in Hogwarts Castle.
Snatcher.
Because you're so onto that Snatcher, I'm like, fine.
It's because I can't see him. Broomstick, Hogwarts Castle.
Okay,
and the
so now
is,
you
can I disprove
are the first one. Hit me.
There ain't no hitting from me. I'm tapped out. I don't have any of those things. So we have to check his pile. Okay, so we check.
So what is it? Hogwarts Castle, Jinx Broomstick, Snatcher.
I think Junior's won the game.
Oh dear. But the thing is, I have to get into the burrow to make the proper accusation.
Do you?
I think so.
Double check the rules, because I feel like if you guessed it in the others...
Oh really? Whoop.
Well, because then otherwise the others are going to race you to there to
make which is kind of stupid, isn't it?
Feels unfair.
Yeah.
We're just double checking the rules.
When you're sure you've solved the mystery, use your roll to get into the burrow as fast as you can. Well, that would be me now with the 7, wouldn't it? Okay. But there's no other, so the only exit is... Oh no, here's one as well.
Yeah, there's 2 exits, one in here.
Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, you can wait outside. No one's going to get there any quicker than you are. Unless I roll and I can get in.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're much closer. That's
sneaky.
Dumb. But okay, do I actually have to do it? That's the thing. visiting the burrow, winning the game. If you find all 3 of the cards you named in the envelope, you win. Okay, we know that. Make an accusation when you're sure, But then what's the difference?
Because I feel like if you're in that room and you know it, then that is you winning.
Yeah, that is weird because anyone could go into the burrow, right?
Let's say I was close. I don't know. So I don't know. Double check that. Just go through the rules and double check. Is your final accusation have to be in the burrow?
I think it does. Where do they say? It's not even that big. These rules. Suggestion. Yeah, these are called suggestions in the other room and not accusations. But I'm just thinking, like, because every time someone makes the right suggestion, everyone would know, because nobody can discount the information.
No, not everyone would know, because it wouldn't always... Would it continue all the way?
Yeah, it would continue all the way. That's what it says in the rules. Okay. So then everyone would know.
Well, then maybe that's the point of the game, is to get everyone to rush to the center point and make that last chase.
That is stupid.
Anyway, let's roll. Let's go with that.
If you're in a location at the end of If you move to a location other than the burrow, you can suggest. The other players must now reveal whether or not your suggestion was correct, which we did. If they have one of the mystery cards you have called, they show it to you. True. If they have more than one of blah blah blah. If the player to your left... Yeah, I feel like that's a flaw in the game, because...
It's only because you're the one that's about to be penalized.
No, I'm just saying, like, clearly, like, there's no way for me to win then.
Well,
unless you
it's
roll
not, because I might not get there before
No, but I'm just saying.
Okay,
so anyway, I'm gonna be like,
always
1, 2,
the
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm just in front of the burrow and can't
so hopefully, in my round, I can get 1, 2, 3, 4. If I can get 4, I can get in there before Julia and make the accusation.
Well, no, you just need 3, really.
Well, no, I can't go diagonally. I have to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, you're green. Sorry, I thought you were Ron. Well, Ron can get there before me as well, so literally...
Yes!
This is a dumb game, honestly.
Hang on, wait, but we don't know yet. I mean, technically the game's over if I do that, so that's fine. Hang on, let's just double check it in case for some reason we lost a card. But Hogwarts Castle, Jinx Broomstick, the Snatcher. And technically, those 2 clues you got because I was so good.
Yeah, but the other one, I got myself, okay? So anyway, I feel like that's a serious flaw in the game, because I actually got the right solution, but then I was so far away that anyone else already knew it was the right solution, because it goes around. Like, you would definitely know if someone has discounted your suggestion or hadn't.
Yes, but it's only if the first person that it goes to doesn't have anything. So it could be that the next person...
And then if the next person has something, then obviously everyone knows it's not that, so nobody would rush there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but...
So all I'm saying is everyone at the table will know at all times when someone's gotten the right solution, and then it's just who's closest to the burrow. So technically that's a bit of a flaw, in my opinion, just saying. All I'm saying.
Okay, well, as you can tell, Julia doesn't like losing, which is fine.
No, I just like games with good rules. So I'm saying. It's all about game mechanics, and if it just turns into a race in the end that you can't win, then that's a bit like, oh well, what did I even guess for?
Alright, so
cool.
That is us. Thank you
for watching the game, and we'll see you next time. We have a lot of other game videos on our channel, all Harry Potter related, so have a look and see if you like them. Bye!